Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. I promised a few of you an updated skincare nighttime routine. Since I'm fresh out of the shower, I figured why don't I just show you how I apply some of these products. Cleansing is one of those things where it's not as exciting as some of the other steps, but it is absolutely the most critical, necessary step. Ensuring that you've removed all that sunscreen, makeup, and any other products that are going to get in the way. Making room for those delicious ingredients we're going to slather on our face. So if I could recommend a few cleansers, or actually the way I think about cleansing, this is not for everyone. You know, I should say that I have combination skin leaning more to dry, and it's pretty sensitized skin, but it's not sensitized to every type of product that someone with sensitive skin would be affected by. So you'll see I use a lot of products that do contain essential oils and those type of ingredients, which for a lot of people, it's not tolerable. And even on my skin, certain essential oils won't work. But for me, some of them do work. They're soothing. I love the way it smells, and it sort of sets me up to relax and enjoy that part of the skincare experience, kind of the routine of it all. So I would just caveat that, you select things that work for you, play around. The good thing is when it comes to cleansers, you don't have to break the bank to get really good cleansers. I'm going to point out a few just because I have them in my arsenal, but it doesn't mean that you have to use these. So I actually do love a double cleanse process. That is not for everyone. I was just talking to my sister about this earlier today. She has a very, very dry skin, and for some reason, she loves the Youth to the People super green kale wash. To me, that's too sudsy, stripping, and I don't like it. But she doesn't like to have multiple cleansing steps. She doesn't like that routine for herself. So for me, I'm looking for more gentle, effective, even if I have to go in with 2 and possibly even 3 cleansers. I know, it's a little extra. The first cleanser I always like to start off with is an oil cleanser. And sometimes, depending on the day, I just leave it at that. I don't double cleanse, and I just will oil cleanse. Maybe that day I didn't wear makeup and I had just been at home, and I didn't even wear sunscreen. I just put on just regular face cream. So an oil cleanser for me would be just enough on a day like that. The current oil cleanser that I really like, and it's at a pretty mid price point, is the Klairs Gentle Black Fresh Cleansing Oil. This one here. This is a K-Beauty brand. This one is excellent. It has absolutely no scent whatsoever, and I would recommend this for people who are sensitive to scents and, maybe complex ingredients or having an essential oil. This doesn't have that, and this is great, and it's pretty nice, sized bottle. I will also always have this next one on hand because I love it, and that's the Dermalogica Pre Cleanse. This is also an oil. This one has a lovely herby scent to it. So if you do not like scents, you may not like this one, though it's not overpowering, and I really, really love it. But, maybe try a sample of it if you can get your hands on it. It's just a fantastic product, and it doesn't irritate my eyes, which happens sometimes with oil cleansers, that I could get film in my eye really easily and it kind of irritates my eyes, but those don't do that. Another one, and I just have a mini one of this one, is the Kiel's Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Oil. Botanical, there's that word. It has essential oils. It has lavender in it. I love it as an aromatherapy step. It's also a pretty decent cleanser, though not nearly as effective as these two. But I have a mini one. I'm using it up. Like I said, cleansing for me is one of those steps where I will use anything to just get the stuff off my face, as long as it's an oil or a cleansing balm as step number 1. So I will use tons of little samples that I get and give anything and everything a shot. The second step is where I like to almost rehydrate my face a bit, and I like to use products that have almost like a milky consistency. So one of those products is the Dermalogica Ultra Calming Cleanser. Another one that I love is the Ren Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. This one does have a very herby scent to it. And from the drugstore, and I just happened to finish it recently, is a huge bottle of Cetaphil, the gentle formula. I love it. CeraVe is fine. I prefer Cetaphil for whatever reason, but that's a great economical find. We normally buy a really big pump of it when we see it at Costco or somewhere, and it'll just live by my sink, and even my husband uses that one, and it's really, really gentle, and it doesn't interact poorly with his rosacea or with my skin. So I love that one. If I feel like my skin is clogged, further clogged, I would either go for a more gel cleanser as a second step. So this one here by Clinique, all about the clean liquid facial soap, mild. This one here I've been using. Usually it's around that hormonal imbalance time of the month. Or the Boscia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. This one's pretty cool. It's very thick. It's a black gel cleanser, and it warms to the touch. So when you put it on your hand and you start to put it on your face, it has this warming sensation, and it's really, really lovely. And it's a deep cleanser. That's when I feel like there's just too much oil production in my skin, I'll tackle that. If I feel that my skin has additional texture to it, maybe texture that it's just not feeling like the smoothest, I can tell if I've been wearing makeup a lot, this happens. Maybe once or twice a week, I will add to that creamy cleansing step a exfoliating powder. That would be something like the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. This one's really good. I will just typically take like the Ren cleanser, do a pump, and put a little bit of the powder. It has these soft granules, and I can just get what feels like a deeper cleanse. Another one that is kind of the same principle, but much more affordable. Good Molecules Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. This one's great. There are lots of brands that have different ones. Klairs from the My Klairs line is pretty affordable, and they have a great one. I don't know of a truly a drugstore brand. I think I tried one a long time ago from Biore, and it was awful. It was just terrible, terrible, terrible. So that's essentially the cleansing step. And I do this once at night, and in the morning I would tend to maybe just use that creamy cleanser step, or maybe even just micellar water. I really like the Garnier micellar, the pink one, to just kind of freshen up my skin and get it ready for daytime ingredients. The step that should follow cleansing is a toner. I used to think this was a stupid step in skincare. I thought it was just an added step that wasn't necessary. I realized that if I skipped this step, the serums that I would put on would not absorb into my skin properly. It just kind of felt like they would stay on the top of my skin and stay tacky. So I started to play around with toners, and specifically for this time of year, what I'm trying to address is the melasma that I've acquired. You can see it more if I kind of stare directly into the camera. The dark patches, and then also just the darkness over my lip here. That's my melasma. That's what I'm focused on right now. I'm focused on that and hydration. Always hydration, especially now that the weather is turning and the heater has come on in the apartment. It's going to drain my skin of a lot of that moisture that I so need. So I am looking for something that is a mild toner that is hydrating. And the one that is currently in my project pan is really wonderful. It is the Time Revolution, the first treatment essence intensive moist by Missha, this one here. You see I'm almost all the way down. I have a few other toners at the ready. I have one by Klairs. I have a few others that I'm going to use up, but if I had my druthers, I would repurchase this one and kind of make this my only toner. And what I do is I just pour some onto my hand and I massage it a little bit and I just press it into my face. and automatically it rehydrates my face. It tells my face that something's happening, and my pores, it opens them up. So now they're going to be ready to accept what I'm going to deliver. Then, while my skin is still a little moist, a little tacky, I want to go in directly with my serum. And the serum I am using right now is from Skinmedica. It is the 2.0 Lytera Pigment Correcting Serum. This bad boy here. This is what I've been using to address my melasma. The consistency is very gel-like and sticky. And I will both like press it and rub it into my skin. Particularly, I'm concentrating on the areas where I have that melasma. And then the rest I'm just sort of rubbing on wherever else I need to. So I've gotten rid of melasma before, and I've used lightening products where if I just concentrate on lightening the area that's dark, it could create kind of a halo effect. So I do recommend blending out the serum and product to ensure that that doesn't happen, because you know, these lightening products, they're no joke, because some of them can be very, very powerful. This one, I really like the texture. I really like how it absorbs into the skin, and I feel like it layers well with other products. And I haven't had like a terrible reaction to it. It created like a cooling, tingling sensation, but I don't know, it's just, I can tell it's already been quite effective. Now, it does recommend that you use this twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. There is no way in heck I am using you know, $185 serum twice a day. I am first going to be a bit conservative, and if I need to increase to that level, I'll do so. So what I've been doing is I've been using this once a day, and that has been working for me. I have found it to be effective. I've noticed already significant lightening of the areas, and I'm happy with that. But if you want to follow the directions of the product, it's actually twice a day. I just think that might be overkill, and you might fly through this product. Now, I did buy this on skinstore.com, and I did put myself on like an auto delivery of it, and it gives a good discount. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna see how it goes, but I'm almost done with this bottle, and this will be my first bottle that I'm using up. Yeah, this is great. I'm really, really enjoying this. So I put this on, it's still tacky. I think it just remains tacky forever. So I go ahead and I put on a cream above this. Down the road in winter, I would probably use a heavier cream. I have a few examples of heavier creams. It would be something like this one from their rice cream. That's a K-Beauty brand. If it's more like what I've been doing in the past, I've been focused more on water creams. So like the Kiel's Calendula water cream, I really like. The Holy Hydration by e.l.f. is very inexpensive. This is a bit of a thicker cream, and I really do like it. So I'm looking forward to that, finishing that up down the road. But cream for me is also one of those where I will happily experiment with any products I might have on hand. I have a ton that I'm trying. I'm trying this one by Clinique here, which is the gel formula of the Dramatically Different Moisturizer. I have one by Murad. The moisturizer step really doesn't matter as much to me. I'm still focused on sort of gel moisturizers though, and so I have this one from Dr. Jart. This is the Tiger Grass Calming Gel Cream. This one is beautiful. The Tiger Grass cream, the actual cream is beautiful. So if you have really dry skin and you want something thicker, creamier, more luxurious, I would recommend that. I would recommend his ceramide cream. That one's awesome too. But this one, this gel cream is so nice because it's cooling, it's soothing. If you've had a questionable, stressful day, this is just a really beautiful product. And I do put a lot of it on. I kind of put on a thick layer, almost creating a mask. Now you will see, as I'm putting this on, I do skip eye cream. I kind of take this product up under my eye. Because it's a gel formula, I can do that. Me and eye creams, we don't really mix very well. A lot of eye creams just immediately give me really stubborn milia, and it's painful, and it's stubborn, and I don't like it, and so I avoid it. I'm still experimenting with some eye creams, but there isn't anything that I'm truly, truly in love with. I'm just looking around. I know I picked one up from Caudalie. This is the Caudalie Premier Crew eye cream. It's all right. I'm just not a eye cream connoisseur, so I am still on the fence about it. In the daytime, if I am going to use any kind of eye product, it has to be something that's a little lighter, a little more gel-like, that sinks into the skin and kind of just revitalizes the area a bit. One thing I love to do is before I put on my makeup, use under eye gel patches. I like the ones from Pixie. I like the ones from e.l.f. And I even got some from Good Molecules, so you don't have to spend a lot to have those like really nice eye patches that kind of do some of the hydration but aren't as heavy on the skin. So this is essentially it. If I feel like the weather is a little more dry, I will top off with an oil. So some oils that I like are, again, Kiel's Midnight Recovery. This is a lighter oil. I could also enhance my brightening effect and use this one. This is by Urang. It is the Brightening Blue Oil Serum, but this one I would have actually mixed with a gel product like this so it could get absorbed more easily. If I were to add this at this step of the game, it really wouldn't do much. I'm just looking to see if there's another oil I wanted to share. Oh, I love this oil. So this is a great oil. This is the Boscia Rose Hip Omega Face Oil, this one here. So we're gonna go ahead and just add this one in. So I will just put a few drops onto my hand, and this one has a nice soft rose smell, and I will just press this into my skin. And that is essentially my nighttime routine. Of course, I will add a lip mask. A lip mask I'm enjoying right now is by Ulta Beauty. It is their coconut lip mask. I really love the scent of coconut, even in the dead of winter or fall. But this one, the texture is really good and it's super inexpensive. So I definitely recommend it. In the daytime, I wash my face in the morning, or I use the micellar water, and immediately afterwards I apply the Drunk Elephant C Firma. This is hands down my favorite vitamin C. I've tried a lot of them. None are as effective in helping me lighten brown spots than this. Unfortunately, that's the case. And so I do go through this and I love it. I feel it just sinks into the skin. I don't mind the smell. Some people hate it, but I really look forward to it. I enjoy it. And then right after that, I would typically put on a sunscreen. So the sunscreens I've been enjoying are this one by Etude House. This is a Sunprease Mild Watery Light SPF 50, this one here. This one goes on really nicely and it sits well under makeup. Another one that's very popular is from like a dermatologist perspective is the Elta MD UV Clear, this one here. This one's good. It's not my favorite, but it's a good one. And then lastly, I really love the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, but with the SPF. So that's kind of what I do, and I leave it at that, and I don't fuss too much. And really, the trick with skincare is you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you won't see results. If you're consistent, these things are gonna work. They will work, but you have to really be consistent. And no one wants to hear that, but it's just like going and starting to exercise and, you know, eating well. If you just do it one day, you might feel great for that day, but you may not see a difference. And if that's what you're looking for, which is just kind of what I'm looking for, then I know I have to be really, really focused to get this done. So if you're curious to see what my melasma looks like in the daytime and what I use to cover it up in terms of makeup, I will link a video down below where I did a quick chatty get ready with me, where I covered up my melasma. I found a great concealer that I really, really like, and it's been helping me in that department feel a little more confident. If this was helpful to you in any way, please consider subscribing. Comment down below. What do you use? What are you struggling with? Do you need advice in some other way, shape, or form when it comes to skincare? I've tried a lot. So I'm happy to provide other options or other recommendations. So I hope everyone is doing well, and we will talk soon. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.